Welcome back to the channel Football Analytics. We're 5 minutes away from a new day happening, so I have to do this video quick. I want to drop it in like an hour maximum. Anyway, it's getting late here. I will be reviewing the games for Wednesday night. We got the Premier League, some really good games and some really shitty odds, but we'll get into that game by game. Before that, as usual, let's review some of the picks that we had from the previous video. You can go into it and check it out, why I put the bet on all that stuff. On this channel, we try to bet on goals and only goals, guys. Over 0.5 and over 1 is the maximum we're gonna go to, okay? Now, first tip was Bournemouth over 1 goal. Here's the reasoning behind that bet. Also, I suggested over 0.5 for the guys who take live bets. You could have won that bet. So Brighton won 3 games in a row at home and they didn't concede in the last 2. So I didn't think they were going to have 3 clean sheets. Bournemouth is a really solid team offensively. And they did lose to the Wolves. So I didn't think they're going to go back-to-back games without scoring. So yeah, 2-1, Bournemouth got their goal. Same thing with Aston Villa. I was actually shocked by this result. I thought that Aston Villa was gonna do something more in terms of points, grab some points, but whatever, we don't care about that. Now, reasoning behind this bet is that Aston Villa didn't score in the last 2 games away and they lost both of those games. So eventually they were gonna score 1 goal and they did. This game could have turned around quickly. They canceled 2 goals. Actually, it was 2 goals canceled from Rodgers. He could have had a hat trick. But it is what it is. Hey, we got a goal, so congrats to anybody who took those games live. If not, it was a refund. Now, Wolves, Fulham, I didn't take that bet. I don't bet against the Wolves no more, just taking a timeout, a little break from them. Inter Lazio, it was a cup game. I thought Lazio might score, but as I said, I wouldn't be taking that. No cup games, even though this was freaking crazy, guys. Barcelona, Atletico. This was due, actually. Maybe I missed out on. I would never take a cup game, but look at this. Here, this is a streak. Barca only conceded 1 goal from Sevilla in the last 5 games. So I will not be taking against Barcelona on the weekend. I thought about for a moment, but now that they conceded, the streak is over. But yeah, insane game. What's interesting is Atletico scored 2 goals in the first, 6 minutes, and then 2 more goals in the last 3. It's insane. So yeah, Barcelona had 2 blackouts basically. Now, Chelsea, the odds were too low, but yeah. They got their points finally. They're back in the top 5 race. So congrats to all the Chelsea fans. You can celebrate now. Okay, so this was it for yesterday. You can go into detail in the previous video and check it out why I make these bets. Now, okay, let's get into the, it's almost a fresh new day. We got 2 minutes left. Now, Brentford against Everton, straight up to the far chart. Here it is, guys. Brentford was such an amazing team. Remember all the stats from last year. They were the highest scoring team at home in the top 5 leagues over Barcelona and the top other team. But look at this now. Since the end of last year and this year, 5 losses and 1 draw. That's insane. Now 2 consecutive games that they haven't conceded. And they're playing an Everton team that has to have an L sometime, guys. Look at their form. They're number 1 with Liverpool. Look at this derby going on with the new coach, Moyes. Amazing job, but the L is soon going to come. I don't know if it's going to be this game. Anyway, let's check out what bookies are giving us for this game. Let's go to total 1 for Brentford, 133. That's really low. So my suggestion again would be here. Either you're going to wait for the odds to rise and go with closer to 2. They can score earlier. It is what it is, guys. But if you're happy with those odds, take over 1. For sure, actually I shouldn't say for sure. In sports betting, there's never a sure thing, so don't ask me for sure bets. But I do think that Brentford is not going to go 3 consecutive games at home without scoring. They're too good offensively for that. So this is my first tip. Take the game live. Over 0.5, depending on the odds, how fast they'll rise, but it'll have to be in the second half. And yeah, I will not be taking this bet. I will wait for live. I will wait past the 60th minute. If Brentford still doesn't score, I'll take them. Same thing like with Bournemouth and Aston Villa, what happened. And we've got Man United against Ipswich, 2 of the worst teams right now in form. Yeah, here it is. Look at I'm actually liking this, guys. If there's going to be a bounce back game from Man United, this would be it. They only scored 4 goals in the last 5 games. That's insane. And 2 of them came against Everton. Yeah, this would be the perfect opportunity. Ipswich has the worst attack in the last 5 games. So let's see what the market is for a Man United over goal. It's going to be really low because it's still a top team. It's still Man United after all. Where are we at? Hold on 1 second. Let me find where we at. Sorry. Okay, Man United. Where's the line? Why isn't it opening? Oh, it's because it's a new day. Okay, here it is. Finally, it came back. So the total market for Man United, you see, guys, this is why I don't give you a lot of bets, because this is ridiculous. 1.1. Like, look at the under market. What do you think? Man United's gonna score many goals? Like, nah, guys, you can't go with that. While Ipswich, if you think Ipswich is going to score, sure, the market is pretty good here. Over 1 is 242 and just a goal is 153. And Ipswich has been scoring, even though they're a terrible team lately. But look at this. In the last 5 games, they scored against everybody. But that's why it's also dangerous, because the streak can end. So I'm not giving a tip for this game, guys, because simply the odds are too low. I think Man United should be able to score over 1 goal. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to give you odds 110. That's ridiculous. So I'm skipping that game through. If this game goes past 60th, 70th minute and Man United is either losing 0-1 or they still haven't scored, if it's 0-0, then I might value putting my money on Man United because the odds are going to be closer to 2. Then we've got Nottingham against Arsenal, a huge game for both teams. Arsenal's basically out of the race. We actually caught the West Ham game. I suggested to go with the West Ham goal. We got odds over 2. They lost that derby, and that's why I think they might bounce back against Nottingham. But let's see. This is a really tricky game. I don't like betting against elite teams, especially defensively, but Nottingham is an exception because look at the streak, guys. They always score at home. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, yeah, they didn't score against Fulham last time, but still. And the market for a Nottingham goal is going to be really good against Arsenal. By the way, Arsenal are missing a lot of players, but in attack, not in defense. I think they're fine there. Let's see, Nottingham goal over 1 is 225 and over 0.5 is 153. Look, they lost 2 games in a row. Man, it's a really risky call. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will take this game for over 0.5 for a Nottingham goal, but I'll wait. I'm not gonna take it straight because now it's too low. But my tip would be is to go with Nottingham to score against Arsenal here. Guys, what do you think? Is Nottingham going to be scoring against Arsenal, or give me your tip for this game? Now, Tottenham, Man City. What do we have here? So, Tottenham has nothing to play for, basically. They can't get in the cups. This is huge for Man City, the more urgent team, which is really important this part of the season. Now, Tottenham has had Man City's number this year. They won both of the games, right? 0-4 and 2-1. And that's why I think they're not going to win 3 in a row. So, Man City goal will happen in this game. Look at this. Tottenham hasn't conceded in 2 consecutive away, and they are still shaky defensively. The odds are going to be really low. I'm not giving you anything genius here. It's just a simple Man City goal, and that's disgustingly low, just like the Man United odds. So yeah, I wouldn't even give you as a tip, but I do think Man City is going to score 1 goal. So if you have a huge accumulator that you're doing, throw it in there, same as Man United. But I suggest to bet on single games. Now, for the last game, we got Liverpool against Newcastle. You've got outright odds 150 on Liverpool to win the game, which is pretty solid. They're the best team in the world right now. Newcastle is really underrated. They can beat any top team, but look at this streak from Liverpool going on right now at home. This is insane. Are they going to catch an L this season? Well, they did against Nottingham, but okay, let's just take a look what the bookies are giving us for Newcastle, because for Liverpool, it's going to be really low. Yeah, look at this is laughable. Then for Newcastle, the odds are too low. I feel more comfortable to put my money on Nottingham. This is going to be about it. So Brentford over 1 goal, or if you're going to catch it live, I think Brentford is going to score. I think Man United is going to score if you're going to catch it later on, but the odds are ridiculously low. Nottingham, I think, is going to score against Arsenal over 0.5. Don't go over 2 goals. Maximum over 0.5. Tottenham, Man City. I think Man City will score, but again, the odds are too low. So my real 2 picks are Brentford and Nottingham goals. And yeah, Liverpool, Newcastle, I'm avoiding it. So that's it, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to give you any more tips because I'm not going to force anything. Like, I don't want to make stuff up and just give you a bad bet. I only give you what I think is valuable. So yeah, I'll be seeing you next one. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a video on Thursday because there's not a lot of games, but good luck if you're going to be taking any of these games and win some money. So I'll see you in the next one. Adios.